This project didn't start with equipment, it started with a gap. In Roane County, there wasn't a space where everyone could play. Not children with disabilities, not families who needed accessible design, not caregivers who needed a space that actually worked for them. And when that kind of gap exists, it doesn't just affect recreation, it affects participation. It affects who shows up, who doesn't. So this wasn't a replacement, this wasn't upgrading an existing system, this was a community building something it didn't have under real constraints.
We actually started to work on this project because it was such a need that we saw in our community for those that not only Michael Dunn serves, but everyone around us in our community, children and adults of all ages, all abilities.
When a community doesn't have inclusive infrastructure, it doesn't just limit play, it limits access. It limits interaction, it limits everyday experiences that most people take for granted. And over time, that becomes structural. Not temporary, not situational, it becomes structural.
It's been in the works for quite a few years. Just seeing all the stuff, all the people that's a part of something like this is pretty stressful.
Projects like this don't happen quickly because the challenge isn't just building something, it's aligning everything around it. The need has to be clear, the stakeholders have to agree, the funding has to be secured, the execution has to follow through, and if any one of these breaks, the project stalls.
We started talking about options for what that looks like to have an all-inclusive community park somewhere here in Roane County. When we talked to the City of Harriman, they were super on board, super receptive, and super awesome to work with.
This wasn't one organization solving one problem. This required coordination between city, nonprofit, state-level funding, each with different roles, each with different priorities, all needing to move in the same direction.
We're so grateful to the Tennessee Economic and Community Development Department on allowing us this grant for the Connected Community Facilities Grant, which actually is what allowed this project to come to fruition.
Funding is often the constraint that stops projects like this. Not design and not intent, but funding. So when funding aligns with a clearly defined need, the question becomes execution.
It's really going to fit a need for those who haven't had access to playgrounds because of their abilities before. They will now have this space where they can come and be included in everyday life and everyday play.
Inclusion changes how you design everything. Access points, circulation, engagement zones, spacing, movement. This isn't about adding accessibility at the end, it's about removing those barriers at the beginning. Because if accessibility is layered in later, it never fully works.
My mom's a paraplegic and you know, she's gonna be super excited to come down here and actually be on the playground with my boys. So that's cool.
And that's what this actually means. Not design language, not specifications, real people using this space together who couldn't before. This project works because the need was clear, the decisions were aligned, the execution followed that clarity, and the result reflects it. That's what makes a project like this hold up long after it opens.